Kyrie Jesu Domine, dona eis requiem. Kyrie Jesu Domine.
Well, good morning, everybody. This is my second shot of this video. Got a phone call and interrupted the last one. Is that a little piece of hair on the side of my head? Oh no, that's... Well, anyway, you've seen the head. That was a piece of lint, who knows from what, on my head. So you've all seen the haircut. Did this yesterday. Springtime is here. Time to put the ball cap back on. And after all, now I don't have to worry about my hair for like at least 2 months now, which is something I don't want to worry about anyway. Some people are concerned because I had numerous nicks and razor burns on my head, but that all happens. That's all part of shaving your head. I thought about trimming down my beard to a goatee, but I was afraid it was going to make me look too much like Ming the Merciless from Flash Gordon. So we passed on that. But you had to look at the bald head. And if you watch daily masses, you will see it there too. So the hair grows back, but it grows back, so I'm not too worried about it. Today is the feast day of St. Mark. Pardon me. And laundry day. It's raining outside, so I'm doing some laundry outside. Outside, in the basement. It's raining outside. Whatever. Anyways, the feast day of St. Mark, the first evangelist. His gospel is the oldest. Even though for many, many centuries, the church thought Matthew's gospel was the oldest, St. Matthew. Why St. Matthew appears first in the New Testament. And the thought was that Mark gave us a condensed version of Matthew. Like Matthew minus parts so the Gentiles can make sense of it, rather than being written for Jews, which is what Matthew's written for. But we know Mark now was written earlier. And all of them seem to have some source that, I forgot what they used to call that source. There used to be a name for it. I don't remember in scriptural study. There was an unknown source that we assumed the three synoptics had access to of traditions. So Mark's was the earliest gospel written, probably only predated by St. Paul's letters. Because Paul writes letters to communities giving them instruction really until Jesus comes back. Except when we start realizing, well, maybe he's not coming back anytime soon. At least as we reckon time as human beings. Very soon as God reckoned time as an eternal person. So anyway, St. Mark, companion, we believe, Peter and Paul, mentioned by both of them. Mentioned in 1 Peter and I mentioned in a couple of Paul's letters. And really a gospel, he just gives us the first introduction to Jesus. Does not mention his birth. Mentions his preaching. He's very active. Lots of miracles. The shortest passion. And really a couple different endings in Mark, which is interesting. That there are sections of Mark where it seems to end at the women at the tomb. That he's risen and that's where it ends. But then you have these additional verses in Mark where he appears to the apostles, and then his ascension is even mentioned in Mark. So it's very interesting. He believed to have been the first bishop of Alexandria in Egypt, where he was martyred. One of the things I love about Mark is that he gives us the most human understanding of Jesus. That we see a lot more of the humanity shining through in Mark than we do in, say, John. You know, John and Mark are like opposites. John gives us the most divine window into Jesus' life. Mark gives us the most human, and then you got Matthew and Luke in the middle. Matthew and Luke as the only ones who give us the nativity of Christ. Mark doesn't give us the nativity, and neither does John. John gives us the very beginning of time with Jesus, and Mark just starts with the ministry of John the Baptist. There was a man from God named John who, very similar to John. Oh, wait, past my 5 minutes. Crickets aren't going because I got the timer set for laundry on my phone. So have a great day, all, and blessed feast day of St.